Friends, and welcome to, is it day 15 already? Day 15 of Vlogmas here at Yarn Doc. My name's Ellen. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. If you're not, welcome back, friend. If you're not subscribed, feel free to go ahead and do that. Hit the notifications so you will not miss out on any of the yarny goodness over here. And I'm going to jump into today's Advents. If you want to know more about the Advents and the background and what they are, just pop back a few days. Halfway through, I stopped describing it on every video so that those watching the whole thing are not going, yeah, okay, we know now. You know what I mean? So just feel free to do that if you haven't seen it. Or if you want to pop by yesterday and watch me cry because the Advent my kid put together, she put a little surprise in yesterday. It made me pretty emotional. So I'm going to start with that one today because I never start with that one. So this is, again, the one that my daughter made. I'm making the Willow Granny Square blanket from it. And, oh, this is another perfect Christmas combination. Look at those two. That's the perfect red and green together. I say this every day, right? She's just super good at, I feel like you're very far away today. I think I set the camera way back. You can actually see all the yarn, but I don't know how well you can see the colors, so I'll bring them up to you. But isn't that beautiful? I really like those. I really enjoy the way she puts the colors together. And I think that blanket is going to come out just gorgeous. Chef's kiss. And then I will go to the Bobble Fade. Oh, we are definitely in the blues today. Look at that one. Look at that. So I wonder where we're going to go from here. Because we're only at day 15. We have 24. And we're almost fully blue. So I guess tomorrow will be fully blue. No white. Because there's still one strand of white in here. And then we'll see what happens. I really am not sure where that's going to go. So stay tuned. And let's pop open the little Temu box. I have been making the hat, but I haven't put... Okay. The ball band was separate today. Not sure why. I guess I didn't pay extra to have it put on. I just have to laugh about it. Because otherwise... But I actually love this color. It's a pretty raspberry. And actually, some of them feel a little nicer than others. And this one is one of the nicer feeling. It's still a value acrylic. Like, not to... Anyway, I was talking to my daughter about making the hat. And this thing's just going to be garish. Like, it's... The way the colors are so willy-nilly put together, I mean, it's going to look like a scrap-tastic blanket without the tastic. You know what I'm saying? So we are talking about ripping out what I've done. I only have about 5 or 6 of the colors in. I'm behind on everything. I'm focused on the Christmas presents. So we're talking about ripping that out and curating the colors ourselves. We know that she's good at putting colors together. And so I think we might do that, and then maybe put some kind of separating color in. I don't have a lot of stash 4-weight yarn, but there's got to be something that I can use to sort of separate each of the colors and make something that way. We're going to play with it, I think. So that's the second Advent now that I'm waiting for all the colors to then put together a project. These 12 days of Christmas are getting to be very full days. But I like this color. I am not unpleased with today's Temu Advent opening, so that's encouraging. And what candle do I have today? I've been catching up on my candle burning today too. I've had one burning all day, and because some days I would only get sort of half the candle burnt, or so I'm using them all up. And I'm interested to see what 15 brings. This is my Yankee candle calendar. And it's just been a really nice addition to my crafting time. Makes it feel special and Christmassy and almost meditative. Not that I'm much of a meditative kind of girl. I don't really have meditative space in my life. Ugh. But what I really need is gym time to get these. I cracked the candle. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. I'll bring it to you. Can you see that the candle? Yeah. I broke the candle itself, trying to get it out. Like it's... I have breathing issues to begin with, and that struggle is just going to make me going like... Look how damaged this candle is just from trying to get it out. You see that? Like this whole ridge along, and then the wick looks like it's been bad. This candle went to war. What do we have? Oh. I think this might be Christmas magic. I think this might be Christmas magic. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure we had Christmas Eve. And I haven't burnt it yet. So let's see. I haven't gotten... Or are they the same? The camera is really much better at showing colors. Are those the same? I think those are the same. So I think that is Christmas Eve. No, they smell different. But they're the same color. Oh, friends, I don't know. They just smell nice. And they add some nice ambiance, but I'm seriously lost. They really look the same to me. I'll ask the kid. I'll let you know tomorrow. That's what I do. If I don't know anything, teenagers know everything, so I just ask them. So today is a project day. I cast something new on, and I see if I can get a project done in one day. I have 3 things, Christmas makes, 4 Christmas presents left to do. And 2 of them are underway, sort of halfway, at the halfway point. And one of them's not started. So that's what we're doing today, is seeing, can I make an entire Tuknitchet scarf in one day? I failed the sweater test miserably. I could not make the sweater in 2 days. Can I make a Tuknitchet scarf? A Tuknitchet shark. A Tuknitchet scarf. And the word that tripped me up was scarf and not Tuknitchet? Seriously. Can I knit a Tuknitchet scarf in one day? Let's go see. So friends, it is Sunday morning and I wanted to start a new project with my morning coffee. But I am looking extremely rough. I kind of look like I've been out drinking for 3 nights in a row. I haven't. I've been mothering. But I do want to get started. So what's a girl to do? I thought I'm going to show you my project so that I can get started, drink my coffee, and then I will come back to you after, I've brushed my hair and washed last night's makeup off and, all of that good morning stuff. Sometimes we take the rest when we can get it and we're lazy when we can. For this project, I'm going to use this Do Store alpaca, cotton alpaca, 76% combed cotton, 22% baby alpaca, 2% merino wool. They seem to think they're my preferred alpaca specialist. Don't know about that. I have a lot of alpaca favorites because it is pretty much my favorite. Though I have others that I really like, but it is a go-to for sure for me. I have one present left that is not even started, and that's what I want to do today. I want to use, it's a chainette, like a blown, not a chainette, sorry. It's a blown yarn. As I said, I want to do this over my coffee, so I'm uncoffeed trying to tell you all the technical details. That's probably a mistake. And I'm going to, I need to cake this up. I hate working from a donut. I will definitely cake it. But I have a winder set up all times in my office and in my bedroom, so I just don't like to do this stuff without coffee, but, you got to do what you got to do. You can see the washing instructions there. It does say it can go in the machine, not in the dryer, lie it flat, can be ironed. I don't know how to read that gauge swatch. Does that mean 8 stitches over 10 centimeters? Still learning so much. And 4.5, knitting needles, Do Store alpaca only ever gives knitting needle recommendations. I don't know why. I do not understand this omission of crochet from a business point of view. 50 grams for 95 meters. And I have never Tuknitcheted anything that wasn't fingering weight. So I have my 2 packages of come on out Tunisian that I bought specifically to Tuknitchet with. And I think I am just going to pull out the biggest set. I'm not sure if that's the 7mm or not. Yes, I bought 2 identical sets of Tunisian hooks just so that I can do this. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Yeah, the 7s might work. I might see if I have 8s. But if not, I will use the 7. And I'm just going to give it a try. I'm going to experiment. If it doesn't work, I will pick a crochet pattern and do it. But I want to do this scarf all today. It's not a sweater. I should be able to do a scarf all in one day. I certainly could with, I don't want to say normal crochet because I love Tuknitchet. I don't want to make it sound abnormal. But it sure is special. At least to me. So I'm going to go and I don't have any idea how many of these I'm going to need either because it is a thicker weight. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a 3-weight, maybe a DK. Could even be worsted. What do you think, folks? What do you think? I would say a 3-weight. Like, I think it's similar to, like, in weight to a Lion Brand mandala or something along those lines. Okay, I am going to get myself organized and get started, and I will come back to you when I'm coffeeed at least. Okay. So I am still working on that first coffee, but I have cast on 15 stitches. I did find 8 millimeters in my package. I think that is the biggest size I have in that package, but I'm not sure. It always takes a few rows to really see how loose the fabric is going to be, but I am starting to think that I may need to go down to the 7s or even to the 6s. So it's, it's a little bit of a guessing game. I do often use my 5s with quite thin weights that have a halo. This has a halo because it's a blown yarn. Though I find when a yarn doesn't have a halo that I go down in size. So like I just did 2 back to back. One I used Naco Angorella, which has a good halo. And the other I'm using a very thin sparkle yarn from Teddy. And it's quite smooth. It's quite scratchy too. But they are the same weight of yarn, but on the Naco Angorella, I used 5 millimeter, and on the Teddy yarn, I think I'm using a 2.5. It's the one that I still have in progress that has been ignored for about a week now. So because there's no sort of pattern or that I follow, it's just... I just cast on the amount of stitches that look right for the width I'm looking for, and then do the basic Tuknitchet stitch. I don't know if there are other stitches. If you do, please tell me about them because I am really, really, really enjoying this new to me craft. But, so I'm going to do a couple of rows and then assess whether I'm working on the right needle size for this yarn. As I said, this is the first time I've ever done a thicker weight of yarn. Hi, honey. She needs a hug. You need a hug. I need to go and give my son a hug. Okay, so I consulted with the resident expert, i.e. the younger sister, and she thinks that it's nice and that she will like it, especially the colors, the fiber, the ethical sourcing, and that my oldest daughter is a vegetarian and very concerned about ecological stuff, social impact, ethical sourcing of things. So the fiber is going to be important to her. I have a factory knot already. I find that this is a little bit of a problem with Do Store alpaca. But the one thing that she said is that the gauge could be a little tighter on it. And
I think for the recipient, that's true. I think it's quite nice the way that it is turning out. But I do agree that for the person that this is for, I should probably do a tighter gauge. That she's not really a chunky knits kind of person. I think the tighter will be appreciated by her. So I'm going to try, I might go down as far as a 6 and see what that looks like. I was going to say the 7, but I think for her, tighter is better. So I'm going to try the 6 and see what it looks like, and maybe I'll end up at the 7. I don't know. But that's disappointing, especially in Tuknitchet. I find it is harder to hide the ends when they're woven in because it is such a lacy stitch. But I'm definitely going to have ends because I don't... You hear the puppies barking? Yeah. They're like, we're alone. We're alone. House is full. But the daughter is making me more coffee. She's a good kid. Really is. I'm going to have to use more than one ball. That's what I was saying. I actually came back and completed a sentence. I don't have to put it on text on the screen. All right, I'm going to go rip this out and try the smaller needles. Okay.
So now I can say a proper good morning. I've at least gotten up and brushed my hair and put my glasses on and stuff like that. I feel human. I'm still in my jammies. I'm still sitting on my bed, though I have been up. I've made everybody breakfast. I've gotten the lunches and stuff ready for tomorrow. Done all that sort of mama morning stuff. But we tend to have very relaxed Sunday mornings here. Papa goes to work. The boys either color or watch a movie, or color and watch a movie. The middle one likes to just stay in his bedroom and have alone time. It's like his preparation for the week and being in school, and he just needs that. So I do get a good chunk of time on Sunday morning to stitch, and I like to do that in my jammies in bed. So I haven't taken them off. I have done some mama-ing, and I'm just going to settle in and catch up on 2 days worth of YouTube and Vlogmases and all of that stuff while I stitch away and try and finish this Tuknitchet scarf. She has been fed. She has been walked. She has had all the things done. She's just doing her barky thing.
But yeah. So, hi, this is my face. It is my face. What are you talking about, girl? What are you talking about? I don't know. Maybe she wants on the bed. I will pick her up and let her snuggle in beside me. I'll see you in a minute. So it's noon. It's about time for me to make Sunday dinner. And I'm at the point where I should probably wind up another ball. I'll probably do 2 or 3 at the same time, just for efficiency. This morning, I only had enough brain capacity to do 1. I really didn't. But, oh yeah, there's laundry at the bottom of my bed. Just keeping it real here, folks. It's just Sunday morning life. But I am going to go and I'm going to start Sunday dinner and wind up some more yarn. But I still am hoping to start and finish this today. I'm, probably not quite a quarter of the way through. Maybe getting close to a quarter of the way through. So that's my little update. Here we go again. New ball right near the beginning. You can see where I tied the new ball on, and here is a factory knot. I am pretty sure I felt one in every single ball when I wound them, but like, this is ridiculous. This is not a cheap yarn by any means. I'm disappointed. I think there was one ball that I felt 2 in go over my finger. Frustrating. But yes, I am into the second ball. Sunday dinner is in the oven, and I'm going to get my scissors, and because I never trust a factory knot, and then there's nothing there to weave in. So that's not staying in my project like that. So I'll do that, and then I will probably take a break to eat some food. Some food with the family. Alrighty. It's just after 5, and I am very close to the end of the second cake. we'll be putting on the third. And 3 balls might actually do it. I was prepared to put 4 on, but I think 3 might do it. Had to take a break to do 2nd grade math, and that was a bit of an ordeal. So I'm going to sit here and finish this cake and put the new one on. And then I'm going to have a little snack, a little treat, a little break. Because, yeah, that math session just about took everything that I had out of me. Then I think we're going to get the little ones to bed and watch a movie, a family movie night with the middle ones. So that is the plan. That should get this finished, even get the ends woven in, and then I can check one more thing off my Christmas list. Famous last words. We'll see if anything happens to blow up the plan. So, I am about halfway through ball 3. Comes almost to my waist at this point. And then, like I said, I've got half of this donut left, and I have another one caked up, but I think 3 might be good enough. Might be long enough. You don't want it too long. I don't know. Especially because once you start wrapping, I always feel like the pilot, you know, I think it's from Snoopy. When I throw my scarf over like that, I'm like, yes, I'm a lady pilot. I think we just call them pilots, not lady pilots. What's the matter with me? I don't know. I sound like an anti-feminist at this point, but anyway, I'm going to grab the current ball, grab this ball, and go and meet my family for family movie night and see if I can get this finished. They thought I should add a 4th ball, so I did. So it's done. My ends are all woven in. It's all ready to go. This denser fabric that comes from using the smaller needles with the larger weight yarn made it much easier to sew in all those ends, which was really good. Because of the 6 balls of this yarn I had, I'm only using 4 in the scarf. But I do have 6 balls. Of the 6 balls, only one of them didn't have a factory knot. Wah, wah. So I had a lot more ends to sew in than I was expecting to have with this scarf when I started it. But because it is so stretchy, you see that guy there? He's already poking out. And so before I cut anything off, I make sure, I always do this when I'm sewing on ends, but with something that's stretchy, it's even more important that you there, now it's popped back in. You sort of stretch it so that it's sort of at the tension that the fabric is in. Why I'm dancing, I don't know. I'm the string now. But yeah, that's one little tip that I have for you. Before you cut the yarn, stretch it, and then pull it, just slightly cut it, and then stretch it back. So then see, that guy's back in. He's gone. Yep. Anyway, that was the one little thing. I love this because the edges are just so straight and smooth. There's absolutely no need to add any kind of edging or that on. The bind off, you do have to be
You have to set the tension here. Otherwise, if it's not loose, it will sort of curl in like this. But it is super easy. I timed myself. It took me 12 seconds to bind this off. 12 whole seconds. So, what else can I tell you? I don't know. I don't know what else there is to tell you about it, but it's done. I can check it off the list. I have 2 halves of a scarf left to do for Christmas presents. Hopefully I can get one of those done tomorrow if I can get the husband out of the house long enough. But he's out tomorrow night. The wonderful, fabulous daughter has another concert. She's got a little solo in it, and he is going, and I have to stay with the little guys, but that's okay. This is some of the trade-offs in having such a full house. But it also gives me time to knit on his scarf. So I'm trying not to talk too loud because he's here now. Yeah, so I can't think of anything else to say. At this point, I am not making the hat to go with it. I can't bring myself to make any more hats, but I am sorely tempted because I do have 2 balls of it. So I've got 100 grams, so I should be able to make a matching hat. And I'm really tempted to do the ribbing and then see if I can do the top part of the hat in Tuknitchet. But I have to do what I have to do first. That seems very redundant, but anyway, it's done, finished, complete, moving on to the next thing. I meant to have this with me in that last shot and I left it in the other room, but that's it. That's all I have left of the yarn. Everything else from the 4 balls went in. So one of the things that I love about Tuknitchet is there's very little left. I mean, you can really go pretty much right to the end of your ball. So yeah, that's it. That's all that's left. So friends, turns out that I can knit a Tuknitchet scarf did it right that time, all in one day. Just barely. I think that is also the benefit of using a heavier weight yarn and larger needles. Hooks. Kind of, I mean, they are Tunisian hooks, but I use them like knitting needles. But no, I also use the hook. I don't know. I don't have all the vocabulary for Tuknitchet yet. I just have an obsession with it. It's so beautiful and yet light and airy and yet warm, stretchy. It's great. I like it a lot. And I think she is going to like the scarf. So now I'm thinking, I have extra donuts of it. Should I make a matching hat? And I'm like, no, yes, no, yes. We'll see which side of myself wins. But I do want to say thank you for joining me, taking more time out of your holiday season to spend with me. I apologize yesterday that I forgot to say Happy Hanukkah to all of those who celebrate that holiday. And I will say it today since it is still Hanukkah. And a big thank you to all of you who are here still. Appreciate that. Sticking down to the bitter end. And if you wouldn't mind doing the YouTube stuff for me, I would really appreciate that too. The subscribing, the liking, any comments. I love the comments. It's so much fun to actually get to interact and have it be 2-way instead of 1-way. I feel less like I'm talking to myself when I get comments that I can respond to on the video. And until tomorrow, friends, happy stitching.